As you're watching this video, you have approximately 5 litres of life-giving blood circulating through your body. That's right, it's picking up oxygen at the lungs and delivering it to the tissues where it's needed. Now in today's video, I'm going to take you through AQA GCSE biology and show you what you need to know in terms of the circulatory system. Let's get into it, guys. So guys, let's master what you need to know for the circulatory system for AQA GCSE science. Now, first of all, I'm going to show you how to draw and label the heart. I'm going to show you how to describe the double circulatory system, and finally describe and explain how the heart pumps blood around the body. I'm going to show you how to draw the heart using the giraffe's head technique. This is something I've done with my students time and time again, and trust me, if you can draw the heart, you're going to be much more likely to get full marks on exam questions on the heart because you'll understand how it all works. So draw this with me, guys. So first of all, take your pen and we're just going to draw a nice U shape like that there. Okay. Now next, we're going to form our blood vessel there, bring it round up to the center there. And we're going to do the same on the other side, down, across and up. And then we're going to separate the left and the right sides of the heart with a nice line going down the middle there. Okay, so next of all, we're going to form our atria. So let's start with the left atria first, because remember, when you're drawing the heart, left is right. So you want to hold your diagram up to your chest and it will represent the left side will be on your left, the right side will be on your right. But when you're looking at it on the page, left is right with the heart. Takes a bit of getting used to, but trust me, you'll get there. So we're going to go from this blood vessel here, and we're just going to flick round there, and we're going to do the same there. And then on the right side, we're going to come down and flick there for the valve, and a flick there as well. Now, the next job is to label. We've got the left atrium here, so left atrium. Then we've got the right atrium here, so right atrium. Then let's do our two ventricles. So we've got the left ventricle there, and then we've got the right ventricle here. Now for the tricky part, which is the blood vessels. So a lot of people struggle with this sometimes. So first of all, we've got the pulmonary vein. And when we're talking about the heart, veins bring blood in to the heart. So veins have got an IN in them, and we remember veins in. Okay, so that's a nice little way of remembering it there. Then we've got the major artery, and this is called the aorta. So you ought to know about the aorta, and that's an artery. And just remember, artery is away, so the blood is going to leave there. So that's going to be oxygenated blood to the body. Now on the right side, we have a vein called the vena cava, and that's going to bring deoxygenated blood in to the heart because, again, it's a vein, so blood in. And then going away to the lungs, we're going to have the pulmonary artery. And remember, again, arteries away. Now, finally, we've got the valves. Now, at GCSE, you don't need to know too much about what they're called, but we're just going to do on the left side, we've got the bicuspid. And on the right side, we have the tricuspid. So you try before you buy. And they're basically going to stop the backflow of blood. And just one more type of valve, we're just going to have our semilunar valves at the top there as well. Okay, so that's how you draw the heart, guys. And trust me, if you can draw it, you're setting yourself up to get maximum marks in your exam. Now, my students always say it looks like a giraffe's head. Do you agree? Make up your own mind. So this is a more complex diagram of the heart that would be required at A level. So if you can draw this, you've got that A-level knowledge there, guys, and that's what we're pushing for, the best possible grades you can possibly get. So, what is the double circulatory system then? Well, a circulatory system in the human body is made up of the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood, and you've got about 5 litres of blood circulating around your body as we speak. Now, the right ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs. The left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood to the body. So how does the heart pump blood around the body then? Well, the heart is made up of muscle, so the walls of the heart have got muscle in them. And notice how the left side has thicker muscle than the right, and that's because it's got to pump blood further under higher pressure. Now, the heart has valves to prevent backflow, so it stops blood going in the wrong direction, and blood flows into the left and right atria from the pulmonary vein and vena cava, which are the veins, so veins into the heart. Now the atria contract, pushing blood in to the ventricles, and the ventricles contract, pumping blood away from the heart through the pulmonary artery and away from the heart through the aorta. Now blood is then transported to organs through arteries and back to the heart through the veins. And the veins fill up the atria and the whole cycle repeats again. And that's occurring in your body 60 to 80 times per minute at rest. So unless you're on a treadmill right now, that's happened around 60 to 80 times in the last minute of this video. Now, a little stretch and challenge question. Why do we need a double circulatory system rather than a single circulatory system? So maybe have a think about that in your own time, because that's a really interesting question that leads from the top of GCSE into A-level. So let's recap the objectives. Hopefully you've got some experience on drawing and labelling the heart now. You're able to describe the double circulatory system. And finally, you can describe and explain how the heart pumps blood around the body, talking about those ventricles contracting and the atria contracting and the blood vessels. That's all we've got time for, guys. I hope you learned something from this video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.